Hey there, brand new streamer. Guess what you're going to need when you start streaming? A whole bunch of equipment that your money can definitely buy straight away. Just like this Shure SM7B, the clearest of clear microphones so everyone can hear everything that you say perfectly. And this Sony A7 III to watch you in the most 4Kest of 4K visuals ever. And if you want a nice little extra bit of equipment, you've got this Stream Deck XL. Look at all those buttons. You don't even know what to do with those buttons. There's so many. And finally, you can grab yourself a Go XLR because audio mixing, yeah. No, stop right there. What if I told you that you could stream right now with no equipment whatsoever, just your PC or gaming console? Let me explain. Hey, look, I meant what I said. You really don't need any equipment if you want to start streaming right now. You don't need a microphone. You don't need a camera. You don't need any green screen, any fancy gadgets like Stream Decks. You don't need a single thing. All you need is some broadcasting software like OBS, hit the go live, and away you go. Look, I know there's going to be people like, oh, Dits, look, you're going to need a camera, you're going to need a microphone, if you're going to grow your channel, if you want to connect more with your audience. And yes, that is absolutely true. However, I'm telling you this because of one thing. It takes off the pressure of streaming straight away. And what I mean by that is there are people out there who aren't comfortable with the sound of their voice or the way that they look or how they are portrayed when they stream or they're on camera, whatever it may be. They're not comfortable with how they are, and no commentary runs and playthroughs are a thing in streaming. It's not like it doesn't exist. These things are there available for people who aren't comfortable, and it takes away that pressure. It immediately takes away that pressure. Without having a camera, having a microphone, they can literally just sit there, play the games, and people can watch. Now, personally, from my point of view, when you look at growing, I think that is not the way to go if you're looking to do this long term. If it's just something that you want to do and you want to have a chat with you whilst you're playing games and you can see how they're reacting to what you're doing in the games, that's absolutely fine. That's your thing. You can do that. There's nobody out there stopping you. Oh, he's doing a no commentary run. God damn him. It doesn't matter. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But if you do want to take things up to the next level, then you can also do that. But you can do it affordably, and you can do it still with some great equipment in your hands. Old Dits at the very start of this video, yeah, the equipment he pointed out, amazing stuff. And some people are lucky enough to actually be able to afford that straight away. But for people like me, and I'd say probably, 60-70% of streamers who are coming into this, and let's bear in mind the lifespan of a streamer in this conversation as well. Like, there's a lot of people who probably won't stream for longer than 6 months, a year. That's a majority, and I've seen it happen a lot. It is a majority. There's so many people who leave for whatever reason. They leave streaming. So going in the deep end and buying all this amazing equipment, it just isn't worth it. So sure, aim for that really good stuff if you're in this for the long term. But if you're just starting out, and yes, you do want a microphone and you want a camera, there are some really affordable options out there for you that will give you some really good video and some really good audio, as well as some extra gadgets as well, if that's where you want to go. And I'll give you a brief look back from when I started streaming. So I actually have a podcasting background before I made the transition over to live streaming. So I pretty much had all the equipment ready to go straight away. So I had a Blue Yeti microphone, fantastic microphone, and it served me well for about a year and a half. I also had a Logitech C920 webcam, which it did offer up HD streaming at 1080p at 30 frames per second. Pretty decent camera if you're just starting out. And in fact, if you go online and check out any equipment research site, whether it be TechRadar or whatever it is, a lot of them will recommend that webcam. And from looking in preparation for this video today, a lot of people are recommending that Blue Yeti as well. But that is all I had. I didn't have a green screen, I didn't have a Stream Deck, I didn't have a Go LXR, I didn't have any key lights, I had nothing. I had a webcam, I had a microphone, I went live, and I did that for a year and a half, and not a single person complained to me, and not a single time did I look back on a stream and go, ooh, that video looks off or that audio sounds rubbish. One day you might be kicking ass when it comes to streaming, and you might have the extra little bit of income to go and buy yourself one of the Shure microphones, or go and buy yourself a really good 4K camera. You can do all of that stuff. But if you're going to take anything away from this video, it is start small and work your way up, because you don't know how long you're going to be doing this for, and you don't want to be throwing money at something you might ultimately not enjoy. Now, for anybody that is actually wondering what equipment I have, I am rocking an Elgato face cam right up there, an Elgato Wave 3 microphone, the newer key lights, and of course the Elgato green screen XL. I also have a Stream Deck, but not the XL version, just the one with 15 buttons on it. Look at that, that was fast counting, that was. And that is literally all I have at my disposal when I'm streaming. I have no other fancy gadgets. I have no foot pedals. I have no keynotes that have now been released recently. I've got none of that stuff. And this is all you need. So what's the truth about streaming equipment, especially right out of the gates? You don't need any if you really don't have to. You really don't need any equipment if you really don't have to. And if you do want some equipment, you can do it within a budget. You don't have to go splashing the cash straight away. Make it a goal, make it a long-term thing. If this is something you want to be doing, then yeah, sure, get all the best equipment you can get in the long term. But just see if this is for you first before you make that big step. And hey, if this was useful to you, if you're a new streamer and you're looking at new equipment to get or where to start with the equipment, then if this was helpful to you, let us know in the comments. And if you have any additional questions, fire them away in there. And hell, even if you're a current streamer and you're looking at, oh, maybe we need to upgrade some equipment. Well, maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. But let us know your thoughts in the comments as well. But if you did enjoy this video, if you got something out of it, then feel free to like it. And we got some more streaming tips coming your way. In fact, the next video is going to be on content and theming. So if you want to see that and any other ones that I do, I've got a whole series planned of these streaming tips, then hit that subscribe button, because there's more coming your way. But as always, take care out there on the streaming seas. Bye-bye.